Hello, welcome to Rock Studios at Automation Fair. I'm Sydney Salazzo, Director of Global Distributor Partners, and I'm so excited to be here in the Rock Studios booth with you live from Automation Fair Anaheim. Joining me today is Brian Jung, who is the Business Development Manager from Eplan and Rittal, here to talk about their latest innovations. If you're watching this from home, please join in the chat and tell us what you're most interested in hearing about. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Sydney.
Thanks for spending some time with me here at Automation Fair.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Would you start us off by telling us a little bit about who is Eplan and Rittal?
Yeah, sure. Eplan and Rittal are sister companies with the same global owner. So we're a family-owned business Eplan is the computer-aided engineering leader in the world. So we have over 250,000 subscribers, wow. 65,000 customers. Rittal is the world's largest enclosure manufacturer, providing industry solutions for industrial, IT, data center, climate, bus bar, cooling solutions, as well as automation equipment.
So how do Eplan and Rittal fit together and help with the productivity and design processes for our customers?
Yeah, great question. So it all starts with engineering. So Eplan is obviously that tool that has a large database of parts and components, including Rockwell and Rittal. So basically you're going to start with a digital twin where you're designing a virtual prototype of your solution, and grab the cabinets and the components out of Eplan. You'll design with them, and then the output from Eplan seamlessly integrates into our automation systems at Rittal, such as a Perforex, which can cut cabinets, Secorex, which can cut and process DIN and wire duct, and optimize for least amount of scrap. And then the biggest is wire, pre-produced wire for your control building process. So it really drives time out of the building and control panel building process.
So it sounds like that digital twin can really help customers to create their schematics with as little effort as possible. Can you elaborate on what the specific automation features are that within Eplan that complement those Rittal solutions, and how do they help customers achieve this productivity?
Sure. So again, starts with the data, right? So you're designing with that data. All that data drives decisions downstream. So whether it's a Rittal automated system or a label printer or something of that nature, but you can really automate some of your engineering processes and save up to 40% in your engineering time.
Wow. Due
to some built-in automation inside of Eplan. For instance, numbering schematics on your panel, right? You can automate that. You can create rules for voltage segregation and things of that nature. So you can really shorten your design time as well as your build time on the Rittal side.
I would imagine by using the integration of Eplan and Rittal, you're also maybe taking some risk out of the design process, because you're laying it all out digitally before you have to purchase that large enclosure, right?
Right. Yeah. So you really know if functionally things are going to fit. Components are going to have your drill patterns. So if you replace a component, that drill pattern's automatically going to change within that enclosure. So a lot of those intuitive features that come along with that data that's really driving the software.
So are there any other specific features within Eplan that really help on the help with the engineering processes?
Yeah. So macros. So we have macro technology. So you pull a Rockwell drive out of the data portal, and you'll create basically a pre-engineered circuit or solution. So that 100 horsepower drive, you're grabbing that, and that has all the components to go along with it, right? So you're really taking, again, about 40% of the time out of the engineering process by utilizing the software.
It sounds incredible, and thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I imagine you have heard from a lot of customers about the savings that they've seen or the productivity that the solution of Eplan and Rittal have provided for them. Can you elaborate on any specific examples of where you've seen that faster turnaround time?
Sure. Two different scenarios. Recently we had a customer come to us with, he's really having trouble with finding labor in his market.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah. So common problem for most people. So he looked on how he could grow and scale. So he looked at utilizing Eplan as his engineering tool, and then Rittal Automation Systems to streamline his build cycle and shorten that lead time. So he really drove about 80% of the time out of his build process.
Wow.
And it's helped him quadruple in size in a couple years.
Without having to find that extra talent.
Right. He's
too.
added three
Avoiding,
people. Yeah, he's added three
avoiding
people to his organization. It's incredible.
That's incredible.
Another example is we have a large OEM here in the U.S. that took on their largest order they ever had, and they weren't sure how to execute this project. So they came to us with this solution back in June. We started working with this project in July, and our Eplan team rolled up their sleeves with that team and standardized a lot of products, utilized our wire terminal machine to really drive out the build time of this particular product, and they produced their first panel at the mid-October.
Wow, that's super fast.
Yeah, super fast. That's what our team does. Is we work with customers all the time, put together a plan to execute and achieve real value in our solutions quickly.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Brian. If you want to hear more about the co-innovations from Rockwell Automation as well as Eplan and Rittal, we're going to put a link right in this chat so you can take a look at everything else that we're working on together to drive additional savings and productivity across the entire design process. We're wrapped up for this one, but don't go away. There is so much more happening at Automation Fair coming to you live from Rock Studios. So stay tuned and we'll be back with you very soon. Thanks for watching.